Welcome back to Reggie Red's Reactions, man. It's your boy, Reggie Red. Yesterday was a straight shit show. And I'm talking about this Charlie Kirk memorial. Only one person stood out and risen above all the rest of them, and that's Charlie Kirk's wife. She's the only one who seemed like a human. And we gonna jump into all of it. And if you like this video by the end, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Hit them alert bells too, so you know when I'm dropping my next video. Let's jump into it.
Now we've got to talk about Van Jones. He came out on Friday with a nice story about Charlie. And as I'm sure he predicted, it's now getting even conservatives to say nice things about Van. Well, I'm not one of them. Not today. And I'm going to explain to you why. I'm just going to start back before the Charlie event. Let's go back to when my life blew up at NBC News. You all know the story. So I was twisting in the wind. All these newspapers were calling me a racist because I said, like the blackface Halloween costumes, they weren't like considered cancelable back in the 70s and 80s when I grew up. When did that happen? When did that change? It's literally what I said. That's the thing that caused the big controversy. And I got, quote, canceled for it. And people literally were calling me a racist for asking that question. So Van Jones called me. He called me in the wake of that. We'd always been friendly. I was on Fox, he was on CNN, but we've been friendly. And he said, Megan, I just want to say what's happening to you is wrong. It's deeply wrong. And I want to see if you're okay. So sweet, right? Extra touching because this is a black man in media. And so he gets it. And he and I had lunch. I don't know, like we knew each other. Like we're friendly, if not true friends. And I was like, Van, this is so sweet. I really appreciate it. And he said, is there anything I can do for you? And I said, well, if you'd write an op-ed or an opinion or say something publicly, that would definitely be helpful. And he's like, I'll do it. I'm like, wow. And I remember feeling actually relieved because I had very few defenders, if any. I had a couple on the right, but nobody on the left. And like a week went by and he hadn't done it. I'm like, I was dealing with a lot at the time. He wasn't at the forethought of my mind, but I did realize it would be a helpful thing to have come out. And I followed back up with him, saying, just checking on whether that's happening. And he said, so sorry, but I changed my mind. I can't do it because I recently did a thing with Jared Kushner, and now I'm getting death threats. And the FBI says I really shouldn't put myself back out there because I'm getting these death threats now. And so I can't say anything on your behalf. Okay. It's whatever. I said, no problem. Totally get it. No worries. Goodbye. Wasn't expecting anything from him in the first place. It was his offer. It was his to withdraw. But that is one of the reasons why what he's doing now around Charlie really stood out to me. So what did Van Jones do around the Charlie Kirk story? The Monday before Charlie was killed, which was the Wednesday, September 10th. So this is the Monday, the 8th. Van Jones went on CNN and attacked Charlie Kirk. He attacked him because Charlie had suggested that there was a racial motive, at least in part, in the slaying of Irina Zaratska on the light rail train in North Carolina. And the reason Charlie said that is because it had broken in the news that day that the murderer, who is black and Irina was white, said, I got that white girl. I got that white girl. It's on tape. And either Van hadn't done his homework or ignored it, if he did know about it, or stupidly wrote it off as meaningless. Either way, Van went on CNN that Monday night, 2 days before Charlie was killed, and attacked Charlie as a racist for concluding race may have played a factor in this murder. And here's what Van said.
Charlie Kirk to say, we know he did it because she's white, when there's no evidence of that, is just pure race mongering, hate mongering. It's wrong. Then he says that if something like that had happened the other way, there would be sweeping changes imposed on society. Where is the George Floyd Policing Act? It didn't pass. That we don't know how to deal with people who were hurting in the way this man was hurting. Hurt people hurt people. What happened was horrible. Someone like Charlie Kirk, he should be ashamed of himself. No one mentioned the word race, white, black, or anything except him.
Okay, so that was factually erroneous, and it was a smear. It was defamatory of Charlie Kirk. He was wrong on every front. Everything he said there was wrong. Literally every word out of his mouth was wrong. And a day and a half later, Charlie was killed. For the record, while I was on the air covering the Charlie murder live on this program, I did say, this is not Van Jones's fault. I was sure to point that out, and I maintain that position now. I do not believe Van Jones caused Charlie Kirk to get shot. But I do believe the collective leftist messaging around prominent right-wing figures is endangering them. From Donald Trump to Stephen Miller to Charlie Kirk and beyond. That is my firm belief. I'm sorry, but there's just too much evidence. I don't think my leftist friends are having to live their lives surrounded by security. Like I now am, like Ben Shapiro has been, like Michael Knowles has to, like Matt Walsh has to, like Charlie had to.
Once again, man, these people just have no kind of self-awareness. It's like they can spew all the hate and venom and shit that they want to, and they expect the motherfuckers that they spewing this shit to what? Sit back and take it without saying nothing back, without going back at them? Like, what world do these people live in? Have you seen Matt Walsh's shit? I got him on Facebook. I see him on Facebook a lot. Matt Walsh, he say some of the most fucked up shit. So what are you talking about? They need to get on with that bullshit, man. Cause it just sounding like they whining. They wanna talk all this shit about everybody else. But motherfuckers ain't supposed to say shit back to them. When you doing Nazi shit, motherfuckers ain't supposed to call you a Nazi. Fucking Elon Musk doing Sig Heils and shit. And motherfuckers not supposed to call him a Nazi? Like, what world do these people live in? Well, like, what reality, what plane are they on? It don't make no sense. Now, here's another clip from Megyn Kelly. She talking to Michael Knowles from the Daily Wire. Let's check it out.
The radical left felt differently about the day. They weren't moved. You'll be shocked to hear the people who would celebrate Charlie's death also found no reason to repent, having gotten to know his friends, his family, his wife, his colleagues. Nothing could move them. And so they decided to zero in on that one comment by Trump, which was funny and, as you say, self-deprecating, and on Stephen Miller's speech, which I'm just going to be honest, was one of my favorite speeches.
I loved it.
Because
I told him I loved it.
My anger is still strong, and it was one of those shoot it into my veins moments. I wanted to hear him say, like, we're going to go after our enemies. Like, there's a reason they killed Charlie, and it was like, yes. So we cut a little bit of this so-called rage fest. Rage fest is how the Huffington Post described Charlie's memorial. The whole thing. Okay. It was not a rage fest. The opposite. It was a love fest. But some of us needed the Stephen Miller moment, and here's part of it.
Defeat the dark. We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil. They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us. because we stand for what is good, what is virtuous, what is noble. And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us, what do you have? You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness, you are jealousy, you are envy, you are hatred. You are nothing. You can build nothing. You can produce nothing. You can create nothing. We are the ones who build. We are the ones who create. We are the ones who lift up humanity. You thought you could kill Charlie Kirk? You have made him immortal. You have immortalized Charlie Kirk. And now millions will carry on his legacy.
And it's the problem right here. Just more hate. That's all these people are. Well, they want to keep talking about the left. Like y'all are hate. If hate was a person, it'll look like these two right here. Like no bull, especially Megyn Kelly. Donald Trump saying he hate people, he hate half of the country. That's funny to you? But yeah, you want motherfuckers to stop calling him all type of names and shit? That's supposed to be funny to you? And of course you liked it. Screaming Miller's little monologue there. Of course you did. Cause y'all all a part of this white Christian nationalist fucking just cult. Y'all all a part of that. Cause all the top Democrats on the left is calling for unity. And we got the fucking president who is supposed to be the president of the United States. Not the president of just the red states. The United States. Which means he's everybody's president. But him going after half of the country like this, like these 3 years can't go by fast enough, man. This shit is ridiculous. You will never see Obama, Biden, Bush, Clinton, Big Bush. You didn't see them doing this type of shit. Going at half of the country. You didn't see that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Then they want to keep crying about motherfuckers calling them names and shit. Quit bitching and look in the fucking mirror. Now, this next clip I'm about to play is from Charlie Kirk's funeral. And his wife did something kind of unexpected. She forgave the man that killed her husband.
That young man. That young man. On the cross, our Savior said, Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
It takes a strong ass person to forgive the person that killed the one you love. Like, out of all, I know I don't like Charlie Kirk and I've been railing against him, but her doing that and saying that is what I believe Christians should adhere to, because that's exactly what Jesus would do. I mean, I read the Bible. I don't believe in it, but according to the Bible, that's what it is. So, but then on that note, you got Trump coming behind her and he's saying shit like this.
Day we find everything we need to know about who Charlie Kirk truly was. He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
I present to you the President of the United States, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we have for a president. And it is so sad, man. It really is. He had plenty of chances right after the dude killed Charlie Kirk. Trump jumps right on TV. The left, evil left, demonic left. But and then he say you want to be a unifier. You don't want to be a unifier. None of them do. They don't want to unite with us. What they want to do is turn people and have them believe the same delusional bullshit that they believe. The same delusional religious bullshit that they believe. And that's not how life goes. He had these debates, but is he really listening to their side? Like I know you're trying to convince people to come to your side, but it's like, bro, it's plenty of points. I watched a lot of his shit. It's plenty of points other people made that when he got stuck, he'll go to the next topic or throw out an ad hominem attack. And that's who dude was, bro. That's who he was. It's just so crazy how everybody just thinks he's a saint. And that's why Jasmine Crockett had to get on the news and was like, nah, bro. And she felt hurt that her Democratic colleagues basically capitulated to the right and honoring Charlie Kirk in Congress when they still ain't honored the January 6th police officers. They still ain't do that. But you honoring this guy who's like you can see on this shit, motherfuckers ain't mad and hate dude for no reason, bro. Motherfuckers don't just hate you for no reason. It's something you said and something they took offense to. And by looking at shit, he didn't care about offending people. But these are your everyday Christians. That's it for right now, man. I'll be back later with some more videos. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I'll see y'all later. Peace.